So we're back on the Mana Symbol channel finally after some severe delays getting everything going. But I'm gonna try out this Reclaimer list from Fpawlusz Fran. I've enjoyed playing this deck previously, even though it made me feel like a small brain. It is now Reclaimerless, not playing Elvish Reclaimer, but instead having a little bit more room for utility lands in the mana base, but more importantly, not having to play Flagstones of Trocare, or not getting to, depending on your attitude. But you don't have to play Elvish Reclaimers with your Chalice of the Voids. And so Elvish Reclaimer was really the only early game creature this deck was playing. So if your opponent had, say, an Unholy Heat or something like that, that would otherwise be lacking targets or have to target a Wrenn and Six, there's now a delicious 2 toughness creature for them to kill. This build gets to eschew that risk. And so the mana base is cleaned up. You're not playing 1-drop with a Chalice, and you're not feeding their early interaction or removal. Now, on the flip side, you don't have an early game blocker. That could be an issue. The amount of removal in this deck is not much, like, at all changed realistically. So we'll see how this all comes together. But this deck was a good time last time that I tried it. We've got Selesnya Charm in the sideboard, so let's read over this really quick. You can pump a creature and give it trample. Interesting. You can exile target creature with power 5 or greater, so that's probably for Murktide Regent. And then you can create a 2/2 white Knight creature token with Vigilance. So this seems like some Murktide tech. We've got Endurance to deal with their DRCs and pre-Murktide a lot of the time. Selesnya Charm then helps you out for if they resolve the Murktide. Force of Vigor, I'm sure, is for both Hammer Time and any Blood Moon decks or anything like that. Hushbringer is insane against elementals and anything that's heavily dependent on end of the battlefield triggers. So yeah, let's go to the thing. And then for everyone who is here live, this week in Modern, number 2 is now out and about. So it did take a little while longer than I was hoping for, but it's out there, so I would have preferred to get it out at closer to 6, but it's just was not in the cards. All right, there we go. Just about to complain about that. Magic Online knows how to give you the business. So this hand's a little sketchy until you realize we're a 30 land deck, and then it's fantastic. So on the draw, I would wish to have Chalice or Prismatic Ending, and of course being against Tron that got to keep a 7 is not great. Immediately drew the next colored land that I need for this Wrenn and Six, so that's good. If this is actual factual green Tron, we're probably just dead here. Oh, but they just full on missed their land drop, huh? Alright, well, maybe. So this game is going to be all about killing them as fast as possible, which I'm going to assume is going to have more to do with Dryad plus Valakut. This can get me Expedition Map, and Expedition Map can get me the Valakut, so we need this to go off as soon as possible. Obviously, like, we're not in any kind of ideal spot with basically anything that's happening so far in this game, but maybe it'll be okay because they're whiffing on land drops. One assumes they have Sylvan Scrying in their hand that they would really like to resolve, and they haven't been able to yet, which is fine by me. Go Dryad, Lesson, Wrenn and Six. So this means next turn I can float off the Saga, get the map, crack the map, and get 2 Valakut triggers, which is obviously not enough to kill them right away, but alright. Well, my opponent did nothing that game and then they died. So obviously not really representative of anything other than the fact that our plan didn't look awful. We get to bring in Pithing Needle here over Soul Guide Lantern. I guess that's fine. I guess Force of Vigor is probably okay, but like not in most situations it won't be. Chalice on 1's actually okay against them, so is Prismatic Ending. So those cards are fine. I mean, obviously on the draw, Chalice is like less than thrilling, but I don't really think that I have any say in the matter. Jeez Louise. I don't really think there's realistically anything more we can do here. Maybe Force of Vigor, but or like Endurance is just a beater. But I feel like Dryad of the Elysian Grove is just a faster way to try to kill them. And like the Zuran Orb comboing with Titania is like obviously not a big deal here, but so this has turn 1 Ending, turn 2 Chalice. I'm inclined to keep this. There's a good chance they have a map. Yep. And then they kept their 7 again. I don't know if this means they're really lucky or really unlucky or bad, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Get out of here, you little Ned. What in the hell? Okay. So I have 2 1-drops in my hand and a Chalice. I really don't want to block my own 1-drops here, so I'm going to be greedy and not. I also don't know if I was supposed to play the Saga there, because that's going to get sacked in just a couple turns, and I don't have a way to make up the land drop yet. So let's see what happens. This could go very, very poorly for me. Green-white Tron with Razorvenge Thickets. I don't know what this means at all. And another non-Tron land. No, I got nothing. This is a Sylvan Scrying finally? I don't... Wilt. Yikes. Well, that sucked. Well. Looks like an old list? Yeah, but like... Stone Age old. Clearly Bogelstron. Yo. You better put some respect on their fucking name. They're carrying the whole Tron archetype, all right? Well, this is a scotch unfortunate. I'm just gonna go ahead and not crack this map yet, just because I really don't know what's happening here, and I guess I might need Blast Zone. I'm so confused. Okay. Am I supposed to get another Saga? No. No, we just get the Valakut and hope that we draw a Dryad. I mean, I can get GQ, but I don't have any way to recur it or anything. So I really feel like I should get something that's like way more threatening than that. Because like, I just don't know what's happening. And I... Alright, well, never punished, I guess. I can play this first. And hopefully it goes through till next turn. Doesn't get wilted. Although they might just have a fistful of wilts. Because, like, we're playing Dryad, too. Like, there's lots of reasons for them to have naturalizes. Sanctum. Alright. Wormcoil? Nope. No Wormcoil. Video was good? Thanks, buddy. Uh-oh. People have really been responding to This Week in Modern. Pretty happy about it. Okay, so since I don't need to play Wrenn and Six this turn to do anything. I do want to keep thinning though, because I'm not really worried about my life total here. All right, that's black, white, and colorless, or black, white, and green. So we can Chalice here. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I just wanted some like more exciting coverage of the Modern format. Yeah, feedback anytime, Alex. I'd love some feedback. It's longer than I meant it to be. But like the thing is, I'm on such a tight schedule with it to have the turnaround the way I want it that like I don't want to be making excuses, but like it's just like each time has been a pretty brand new experience in terms of what I end up with. I hope that doesn't sound like I'm just like making excuses. Yeah, I do too, Kaya. I just don't want it to go any longer than that. You know what I mean? Also, welcome. Next time, I'm hoping that I get to do something more comedic, like the interview with the Matter Shaper or the interview with Ragavan. I think that will be really fun. They got some graveyard hate? Oh yeah, they do. It was sitting there in play. Doy. Zach, you moron. And things aren't lined up on stream. I thought so. There we go. Oh, I'm too low because that's how I headed it up. So listen, Alex, I totally agree with you. The thing about that is, one, you can see it enough, and two, I've put like a huge amount of links underneath. So like, because it's too small, and like half the people are going to be watching this on a phone or something, or like you're not supposed to be getting in-depth information off of the visual there. Like, as long as you get the idea of what I'm talking about in the moment, you're not supposed to be pausing and, like, trying to figure out, like, the entire deck. I put the links below so you can do that. I do need to communicate that better. Maybe people will get used to the fact that will be the case from here on out. But that is the case. It's a nice gimmick in the intro, but it's kind of distracting. Well, I want the vibe for the whole time. Like, when you watch these old videos... What is your thoughts on those decks and the various splash colors? I really like them. I really, really like all of those decks and everything that they... Oh, hold on. The Stream Decker bot's being stupid again. I like all of the Sagavan decks. And this is almost the same core. It's using Wrenn and Six. It's just not playing... Ragavan because it's playing Chalice to be more controlling. So hey, what's up, Badagaboosh? Luris deck? Yeah, I'll keep this, because if they're on Thoughtseize, they'll have to grab the Chalice. Yeah, I like all the decks that are like Urza Saga mid-range decks. Whether they're food or not food. Like, Urza Saga is just my kind of card. It's like slow and grindy, and there's a lot of decision points, and it's like, it's just fun to play with every single time. Yeah, sorry, I fixed that for you, Alex Furs MTG. I'm just linking straight to Fran's thing because I made literally no changes, and why not give him all the credit that I possibly can. Planes? Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ragavan plus Urza Saga is just seems like a romp in my opinion. Like, it just seems really fun. Why no Reclaimer? So, the idea... Oh, there he is! Fran, it's your... I linked it to your thing. I was just explaining how you should get all the credit because you're awesome. Well, I didn't specifically say you're awesome, but you know you're awesome. Maybe you don't know I think you're awesome, but I do. But more to the point. So yeah, well, the lack of, well, if I can attempt to explain it correctly, the lack of Reclaimers is it makes the mana base cleaner because you don't have to play a bunch of white sources that you don't really want to play in Flagstones of Trocaire. 2, you're not playing a non-bow of Chalice with the 4 copies of Reclaimer that can get countered by it if you have to play it first. And there was one more, but I don't remember what it is now. So they have Cranial Plating. I have Prismatic Ending, so I can go explore into Ending next turn. So we just easy Chalice. I swear there was a third point, but oh, and the third point is Reclaimer's just opening you up to getting hit by early removal. Nothing else in your deck comes down that early, so there's no other targets for your opponent's early removal spells. So a lot of the time you'll play a Reclaimer, they'll kill it, and then you'll play a Chalice, which would have blocked the removal spell, and it's like, well, then why did I play the... Like... Alright, this might be a little bit painful, but we can do this first. Although, that means I have to fetch Shock. So, let's go get one of the forests. And then explore and see if I can hit like that. Okay, so we ended up taking the same amount of damage, but setting up more mana. Doop, 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 doop. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. I was talking so much and then I was an idiot. All right, we're not dead. Only mostly dead. Yep. No, you couldn't have saved me from that. I just knew what I wanted to do and I clicked past it. All right, 5, 6, 7. We're going to 3. Oh, maybe we are dead. Yeah, we're dead. All right, that's on me. Not the deck's fault. Okay, so forces, explosives, Pithing Needle, Hushbringer. No, we're not bringing the Hushbringer. I think these are all the things we want. This is only for Murktide, essentially. So Zuran Orb? Yeah, so Zuran Orb is the Wambo combo with Titania. Yeah, I was supposed to win that game. I'm just really blown out from like 8 hours straight of doing stuff. Bring in because a hammer. Duh. Yeah. If they have Sigarda's Aid into a hammer. All right. Bring in the charms. They're awesome. Okay, so Soul Guide is not good enough. It kills everything you care about killing. Sure. But this is like, I don't... yeah, I get it. But like, what the hell am I supposed to do to win the game here? Cut explorers and trackers. Oh, that makes sense, because we're getting more interactive. It's like cutting growth spiral. Well, see, the thing to me is like tracker and explorer are never bad, but they're obviously they're not good in this matchup. It's not the same as them being bad, but it's not great in this matchup. I feel like Wrenn and Six is, well, Wrenn and Six is pretty good on the play. Yeah, the number one matchup that you want the Selesnya Charm for is Murktide, I assume, and in that one you definitely want to have a Chalice down if you could at all keep it. So the Shadowspear has got to be okay here. Trim a land. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to trim Ghost Quarter. There is no Bajuka Bog. Blaststone seems especially good on one. Maybe it's the Zorb, right? Like, do we need the combo here? Probably not. I feel like it's got to be like one of the one-ofs. I guess Pithing Needle's a little crazy because we're going to be EEing on one a bunch. Or maybe it is. Oh, shit. God, I am so tired. Yeah, the Wrenn was the first thing I was looking at, and then I decided against it because I'm on the play, and a lot of the time Wrenn and Six on the play is really good. Oh, man. Alright. 30 lands will be fine. Man, sometimes I really hate Prismatic Ending on the play. I mean, obviously I still like it. It's still a great card, but... God. This card. I don't actually need the red yet. We should get the Triome. Yeah, no, I'm aware. Well, exiling their cranial plating was the... Yes, I understand. Like, dude, I'm not... Yeah, like, now I just gotta sack it, right? Like, I should have won the last game, too, and I just, like, clicked on the freaking Ornithopter, like... I can't... Oh... Smith? Be the worst. Be the worst possible card for me to see here. Be the Smith. Seal of Cleansing. Oh, my bad. I forgot that Seal of Cleansing was a card. Okay, there was a worse thing. Remember that ending must now too. Well, no, it mustn't, but I understand your point. There's no way to do what I want to do here. But maybe we'll just get lucky with the... No, there's no way to do what I want to do here, but that's okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh well. Ah. Yeah, no, Prismatic Ending must now too. I see why Prismatic must now too. Yep. Yeah, I'm just a wreck right now. Well, there's an Esper Sentinel in play. I thought they meant that I didn't want to give my opponent free value, which I don't. I hate giving my opponent free value. That's why I paid the tax on the Explorer. Like... It's fine. It's all good. Sometimes you're not meant to be winning any of these things. It's a pretty good draw, though. So I get to pop the Esper Sentinel and the Sigarda's Aid in response to the equip. Yeah, instead of giving them free value, I give them free value. Exactly. It's a significant upgrade over what would have happened otherwise. Oh, this costs 3 to activate. It's always more than I think it is. Yeah, I see it. There's no way for me to have a particularly good turn here. If I let the Saga go off, they're gonna get Pithing Needle. I mean, if I let the Saga go off, they're gonna Pithing Needle. And you gotta do it now. Yeah, alright, fine. Just want everyone to know I would rather... Yeah, I mentioned it. It's like, I have all this knowledge in my head. I'm just making stupid misplays based on the fact that I haven't actually played with this set of cards before. Like, I have all the information I need to not make these misplays, but I'm just making them because I'm not tracking all the information in play. I'm like, oh, there's a Sentinel. I gotta play around that. And it's like, dude, you played a Chalice. There's Miracle Drink. It helps with focus. Okay. It's called coffee. I had enough coffee earlier. It's just been many hours since I had coffee. All right, we're just dead. Cool. All right, no worries. Their hand was hilarious. They had exactly enough artifacts there. We should have crushed them that game. Well, we should have crushed them in game 1, but... Well, not even crushed. We should have beat them in game 1. Yeah, it's all right. We got a free win in round 1 against Tron. We got a free loss due to my punting against Hammer Time there. The deck should have won it just fine. I don't know if I've ever played that badly. I don't think I've ever played that badly. Like, literally since I started playing Magic Online, I have never played a game that spectacularly badly. That was astonishing. Alright. No green mana makes me pretty uncomfortable, so I'm going to ship this one. I know we're a 30 land deck, but, like, there's enough colorless lands. I mean, it's not much better, but it's better. Tis the streamer life. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. Why? Oh. No, it's not the streamer's life to punt left and right. I watch plenty of streamers who don't punt. Yeah, getting roasted by chat happens no matter what you do, though. Running into the 90-10 matchup is also pretty poor. Yeah, we found it. No one roasts you because you're lovely? What? People roast you in chat all the time, Chase. You also roast yourself. You usually use the phrase, quote, I'm trolling. Also, check out my sick grip. This is not really the hand I want against Mill, but maybe we'll just top deck the Zuran Orb. Hey, how's it going, Chaos Theory? sure, they're going to have a... Oh, I did the thing I wanted. Sure, they're going to have a Drown in the Loch, but are they going to have 3 Drown in the Loch? I doubt it highly. Opponent, I'm just trying to draw cards. Let me have what I want. Please. I just want to draw the cards. I do know they play Counterspell too sometimes. I was hoping that that was going to become the dominant version of Mill, but it never did, which I found pretty upsetting. There was a version near the beginning of the MH2 season? No, AFR. No, MH2. It was before they had Tasha's Hideous Laughter, I think. It was playing like 4 drowns, 3 counter spells, and I was like, oh, that seems really cool. Like, I like this list. Let's do it this way. But they didn't. Land? It's not the... Okay. I wasn't specific enough. That's on me. That's on me, Moto. I get it. Yep, I get it. I see how it is. Zuran Orb is a thing. Well, I mean, with Titania, it sure is. Sure, yeah, we play that. Trigger. Go get him, Tracky. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to crack this Wooded Foothills unless I actually have to. Rune Crab? Oh no. Oh, that's the big Mill 9. Isn't the art on Tracker depicting a woman? I don't think so. It's definitely not easy to tell. It could be. Yeah. It could be. Yeah, it's a human scout. Right. Like, next time it might be more clearly a woman. This time it's not really, but it's not. Pretty androgynous. It's a human, who cares otherwise? Well, I mean, it says in the story somewhere. I mean, that's just a Tireless Tracker. It may not necessarily be the one in this art, right? I always thought it was funny how there were cards where it would be like, you create 2 like 1/1 soldier tokens and they just don't have a race, which I always thought was kind of funny. I was like, how do they just, like, how are they raceless tokens? And I always thought it would be fun, and they could do this on with the new Magic Arena stuff. They could do like, it assigns random races from a small list. They are playing Counterspell. Wild. Well, that sucks for me, because my clock is not good enough. Definitely dead. More crabs? Yipes. Alright, we're just dead. Gotta kick the client anyway. We get to bring in 3 endurances, and this opponent didn't surgical extract me any number of times, so maybe? There's always more crabs? Yeah. You get that special shampoo there, and you think it's gonna get rid of them, but you forget about the eggs. I think Carl was actually talking about lice, but I think it applies pretty well. So I think these are all the cards we want. I use the little comb. Some of the non-English Tireless Trackers indicate the Tireless Tracker depicted as a female. All right. I believe that. Wait, but couldn't it just be that the gender of Tracker in whatever language it is female? Like, not that I really don't care. If Tracker's female, I'm happy for Tracker to be female. Like, yeah, it's not a legend, right? It's not a character. It's just a card. Unless all the Tireless Trackers on Innistrad are female. Like, unless that's canon, which I don't think that it is. So I think that I need to go fast. You always seen the person depicted in the Tireless Tracker art as a lady. I never thought about it until you brought it up. I just said, like, go get him, buddy, or tracky, or whatever I called them. Gotta go fast. Yeah, well, this deck is not particularly good at going fast. But Titania is definitely a bit slow. Wrenn and Six is god-awful here. It could be Ted Nugent, but I'd prefer to think that it isn't. Yes, that is a good way to... Needle bad? But Needle call... But Needle call... Needle call Field of Ruin. I guess we're fetching nonstop anyway. I don't have time to figure out how to bring in these EEs. What's wrong with Teddy? Needle call Field of Ruin. Fran make angry. Cut the Zuran Orb? Well, Zuran Orb plus Titania actually would have killed them in time, right? But they just, you know, they have counterspells and shit. No, the Zuran Orb combos with Titania. So you can tutor for it with your Urza Saga. You have, and then as soon as you play a Titania, at any point you can sacrifice your entire set of lands and destroy as many, and make as many 5/3s as possible. As is their number of lands that you have in play. I wish I could speak words better. You don't care about field, you don't care about moon, all those cards. No, it's just that the field is the force search. Thanks, Cube BC. I love the love. Okay. So that is super hot. So I think I'm supposed to play Dryad this turn into their counter. If they have one. And then we play Endurance next turn. But I should have played the Blast Zone so I don't have to search. The reason I don't want to Endurance yet is they just haven't milled me at all. I could try to get them by, like, fetching now. Play Tracker as bait? Yeah, that's... I guess that makes sense, because Dryad is more valuable, especially with Valakut in hand. No, go Cube BC. We'll be here. We want the Stomping Ground. Yeah. Yep. Am I supposed to bait again because they're playing Drown and Counterspell? Or do I just, like, wait until their end step to try to Endurance? I guess if I wait till the end step to try to Endurance... No, we don't want to endure... Oh, maybe we... No, but they hadn't milled me enough yet. I don't think that was worth it, Werefleet, to 2-for-1 myself like that. But it is... It's definitely an idea. If I Endurance at their end step and they don't have double counter, we at least get to resolve the Dryad and punch out their Hedron Crab, which is pretty hot. Play Dryad? Well, it's too late now. I literally spent like a minute about talking about it. And chill. I'm not assuming Dryad is resolving. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm assuming there's a counter here, but it's not super likely they have double counter. Titania is the faster clock, right? But if I resolve Dryad, I get to kill their crab. Annoying. I think Endurance is more important to resolve than Dryad. All right. For me, it was just like the window thing of like, I can play Endurance at the end of their turn where they like, if I Dryad on my main phase and then I'm just like Endurancing on the next main phase. Oh, they drew triple Drown lock. Well, we weren't beating that. Like, it's the usual thing. Like, if you have a threat with Flash, that's, like, better to play almost always on their end step. Like, not always, but there was more of a chance of me getting through. Which, like, obviously they're playing only 2-mana counter magic, so it wasn't, but... They're down to 3 cards in hand. Come on. What? God, that's a tilt. Snapcaster Mage. It only matters... Well, we didn't know if they were short on lands yet. Like, that was impossible to know. I was passing to their turn 4 and hoping that they potentially wouldn't have the land or they wouldn't have the double counter. They had both. Like, they've just had everything they've needed, and Chalice has been irrelevant. Yeah, I held the Forest, because I want to see if I draw a Dryad. But I'm down to 7 cards. It's basically over. Yeah. I did the thing, right? But we're just dead. We can't win anymore. They crushed us. It's a pretty unwinnable matchup for this deck. I think I played that game about as well as I could be reasonably expected to. I don't know that that's true, Warefleet. Like, they were on crazy amounts of counter magic. Like, just insane. Like, that's not a normal mill list. You should have baited the worst spell. Yeah, I mean... Well, I'm not necessarily sure that the way that you would have played it would have been better or worse. I just don't know. Like, I just... That's one of the things that's tough about Magic. It's like really, really hard to know. Like, there's no clear answer there on what was correct. It's not a Luris deck. I think I'm bottoming one of these endings. Because it could be a matchup where it's irrelevant. Those are 1 out to get under them. But just because something ended up being your, quote, 1 out to get under them doesn't mean it's correct to, like, just slam your own resources in that one window. Like, that, just because it was correct in that case doesn't mean that's the right percentage play. I think a reasonable percentage of the time the play I made was right. I think a reasonable percentage of the time the play Fran is suggesting is right, and a much less percent of the chance the play you're suggesting is right. Not that I'm trying to, like, call you out or anything. I just think that's the case. Like, that's not... I don't think it's reasonable to jam the Endurance there. But maybe it is. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking of. I'm definitely not... No, shoot. Should have held that for the tracker. I didn't wait to see what I drew. So it's E-Tron, huh? Okay, this is a much better matchup. We'll see... No, there's no reason to wait and see. Get the Triome. Right, but just because it's your 1 out to get under them, quote unquote, that doesn't mean you have to do it, and it doesn't mean it's correct to do it. Yeah, the classic E-Tron hand, the Chalice on 2, and they hope it's good enough. Am I just going Explore into Saga activation? Or should I play this Tracker? I guess Tracker starts getting the dude's swole, so let's do that. So this is already going to go off next turn, and I want to make the construct with it. So let's do this. Then fetch Orb and Titania next turn. Oh yeah, word. Force them to have all the dust. Well, they definitely don't have a Dismember anymore. Yeah, I think that's probably correct, Fran. We're not doing that anymore. You're playing G-Tron, you feel dirty? It is dirty. It's also not that good. Oh, wait, no, we have Prismatic Ending for Bridge. And we can leave enough for it and still crack them for 15. All right, well, let's see what we draw. Yeah, that will do it. You can't... Ah, good catch. I never would have caught that. You have Winding. You're good. No, I need to beat the... I mean, we can still play the Titania. Yeah. I'm just not... Okay. Force them to get bridge. Yeah, and then we ending the bridge, but then what? And then we 5 the Karn, and then next turn we kill him? Right, sure. Yeah, I'm getting the fetch. And there's no point in holding on to it. We might as well just do it now. Because they don't play anything that's going to... The only thing that can happen for holding that fetch is that I end up losing the ability to get the elemental. Yeah, that should have been Temple Garden. Probably should have been Temple Garden. I think it'll be okay. There is no double red spell in this deck, so I didn't... Well, you can Prismatic Ending for 3, Alex. It'll dodge the Chalice, no problem. Okay. Fuck. Uh-huh. Alright, well, we ending the Karn now. I guess. White, green, red, black. Yeah. Oh, and I drew... No, that doesn't help because I have colorless. Yikes. I mean, I get to cast the Explorer this turn. And I can do it before I do anything else. Cool. OP is a good E-Tron player. Yeah, I know. They've been drawing everything they need. It's, pretty sure I want to keep hitting land drops here. I have Wrenn and Six to pick up fetches right now, so... The biggest problem is I just, like, don't have any real resources going, and I don't have a Valakut. So, like, my number of like, really live draws is pretty limited. You know? They're down to 1 card, but... I don't feel particularly confident. I guess I can get... Oh, well. No, I can't. I don't think there's any way I don't make a token here. We can kind of catch up on size to the Smasher pretty quickly, though. So that ain't not bad. Definitely getting Shadowspear there. They probably kill the Wrenn and Six, like, immediately. Wrenn and GQ? I could, but no, I can't. There's a Chalice, though. The literal... Yeah, exactly. That's how I've been drawing for, like, the last, like, half a week. Every time I was playing an Indomitable Creativity 2-card combo deck, I drew half the combo on the turn I was about to win. It was amazing. This league is going to be the greatest demonstration of like how to just be a tired idiot and like make misplays that make no sense, draw badly when you are thinking straight, have opponents draw insanely well when you set up properly against it. It's just going to be a wonderful lesson. I think we do have to end their Chalice here, and then I can crack in gain 4, which is pretty good. And then play... Yeah, okay. Oh, we can get 5, because we can make the token at sorcery speed. Oh, I don't like this. What? You prick. What the hell? Alright, whatever. Friggin' warping whale. Oh. Oh. Oh, one Mattery boy, huh? Still attacking, huh? Sure. I don't know if you're making much headway there, friend, but okay. Do I have a Soul Guide Lantern, which I can cantrip with this later this turn. And I will, but I'll do it post-combat. Yeah. Yeah, we're racing them just fine. Like, we're winning this game as is. I'm surprised they attack with Smasher. Yeah. I mean, they must have Dismember or something, right? It just doesn't make any sense to me for them to do otherwise. And All Is Dust doesn't matter anymore, so I don't even know what their out is. I guess Karn Bridge. They got a tower. That's fine. They have even more infinite mana. This isn't going to get this guy killed, so that's good. Unless they have a Dismember for one of these guys, but even if they do, that's fine. Sure. Alright, opponent. It's all you. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. Yep. We've successfully oppressed them. So let's get these out of here right meow. Yeah, Karn into Bridge was how they take that. I guess we guess Force of Vigor. Hold lands? Well, I wanted to play the Valakut, but I guess if I draw Dryad, you go Valakut, trigger, fetch land, trigger. Yeah, that makes sense. Pithing Needle seems okay. Like, turning off their Karn seems like a good thing. We don't need Soul Guide Lantern for show. Yeah, I missed a potential 3 points of damage for sure. You're 100% sure. True. Slicing a Charm? Oh, I think E-Tron is a fine matchup too. We're playing Prismatic Ending. Kaya likes Charm. You like Courser? Yeah, Courser seems like definitely the right call for this matchup. I don't know if I like Charm. The only thing it hits is Smasher. Well, it's not a clean answer. You still have to pitch a card. But I think the cleaner answer to Reality Smasher is, and always has been, just outclass it. Just play a Niv Mizzet Reborn. And watch the Smasher cry. Play an Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Yeah, Smasher's not particular. I don't think it's particularly good against. Play a Titania and put like 3 5/3s in its way. Yeah, TKS Karn does, for sure. And we took that game through a pretty brutal dust. No, I like this deck a lot, Fran. This is very much my kind of deck. I like that it plays Dryad but not Titan. Yeah, they hit me with the secret mode on Warping Whale. I mean, I think this hand is pretty good. The Pithing Needle in the opener is not great, but like I think we just probably jam this on Karn, or if they play a map, we jam it on map, and we don't care about our one map getting shut off. That isn't the secret mode. The secret mode's not the token. No. The secret mode might be getting a creature who's a 2/1. That might be the ultimate secret mode, because I feel like people know that it gets creatures with 1 power, but I feel like 1 toughness gets overlooked a lot. I probably should have fetched a green here. No, I thought it was hard to play. That's why I like it. I like it because it's hard to play. And I like it because it doesn't have a lot of like, oops, I drew a Titan. Guess you're dead. You took away 5 of them, but I drew the 6th one. They target your 2/1s with Whale. Well, they do now. Because now there's Ragavan. Okay, brother. QBC is back from his consumption, yeah. Now I'm getting the Hulk Hogan Randy hybrid, which nobody needs that. I wish I could cube BC. I wish I could hear it, because mine is somewhat lacking. It's fine, but I could do better. Someday on Discord, nice. Cream will rise to the top. Of course. How could it not happen? Yeah. Wrenn is beautiful. You know, the funny thing is, I swear there are people who just don't get Randy Rootwalla, which is fine. But I do think it's funny. I need this to be red. Sorry, hold on. No, I can just fetch shock, I guess. I'm sure there was a better way to do this, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll figure it out later. Oh. No, I don't need to play the Wrenn and Six. What am I doing? Wasn't I just supposed to play Dryad this turn? God, I'm getting so... Yeah. I was supposed to Dryad there. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just dodging their Dismember, Fran. Don't worry about it. I'm making the big brain play. The big brain, I can never win any games play. I mean, I can never lose any games. I mean, I know what I meant. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Oh, we'll just let him use it at the end of my turn. Yeah, I know, Fran. I don't have any reps on these kind of stuff. So I'm just being stupid. It also would have dodged that. Didn't dodge the Dismember, but it would have dodged that. Well, that's fine. They take what they want. They take the Dryad, I'm sure. But then Tracker draws us into another Dryad, right? So. They took the Tracker. Should I be surprised? I am surprised. Alright. I ain't mad. We still got Tracker? What? We have 1 Tracker. I felt... Okay. No, I wasn't going to fetch if they didn't take my Tracker, but they didn't take my Tracker. Am I supposed to force now rather than... can use Orb to cycle lands. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I can't protect the Wrenn right now. You like forcing? Yeah. I think I was supposed to do that. Even though it was only like really a 1-for-1. Now that you didn't draw off Wrenn? I don't know what you mean by draw off Wrenn. I did draw off Wrenn. I mean, I picked up a land. I don't know what you mean by draw. Yeah, you seem super delayed. I'm really surprised. Well, no, I mean, I love the feedback. I just can't make sense of it because it's coming at the wrong times, and you're commenting on things that I talked about like 20 seconds ago, and it's like really hard to keep it all straight. They missed the mana off their Saga. Not that it matters. Okay. Okay. Yikes. I mean, it's fine. It's definitely like not... We're not dying very quickly or anything. Yeah. The fact that they're missing land drops is fine. I don't think I'm forcing the Basilisk color until I have more of a reason to. Oh, I'm still supposed to play a land. That's for a red-green? I didn't, but I can do it on the next one. Oh, how many mountains are there in this deck? That can't be why you're saying that. That can't be why you're saying that. There's no way there's enough mountains in this deck for it to matter for Valakut. Oh, Fran's deck is awesome. We found the Dryad, but I don't have a Valakut. Like, I don't even want to play this right now just because there's so much chance that it dies. But then if they have a second... Well, no, because they don't have enough mana for a TKS. I don't know. I'm probably just supposed to play it. I'm going to hold the Windswept Heaths for the second tracker, though, if we find it. You could have drawn a card off Wrenn on the way out. Explain how. I plussed it every turn, right? Are you saying I didn't plus it, or... I don't know what you mean. I already said I didn't know what you meant, but... Wrenn can be exchanged for goods and services. Thanks, Dom. How you doing, man? Why not Matt for Valakut? Well, I know, but I have the same number of lands in play. I can still sack all the doing it. Get Thicket, sack Thicket to or Zuran Orb, get it back with Wrenn. I end up with the same. Oh, you mean the bicycle land? Oh, sorry, I did the overly obvious play. All right, see, both, yeah, if Dom and you are saying to do the same thing, yeah. I'm just not hooked in on any of that. Yeah, Sheltered Thicket. Yeah. You said fetch a red-green land. I'm like, what do I need Stomping Ground for? But okay, I'll get it. Now I see what you're doing. You guys are going all big brain on me. As well you should be. Okay, so we can still do all this stuff. So we play Wrenn, get the Sheltered Thicket, Zuran Orb, and then draw a card. I see. That's sick. Zuran Orb doing techie things. Ballista doesn't matter. Well, not anymore, it doesn't. No, I understand. But wait, but the line you guys were suggesting leaves, Basilisk Collar with Ballista in play, which does matter, right? Nice. How many land? I just have one land play left? Crap. I mean, I'm supposed to just shoot them for 3, right? Oh, right, because then the turn after there was a whole bunch of stuff that was going to happen. Right, of course. Sorry, you need to say more things because I was not extrapolating anything. Because again, like, I just don't have enough experience playing these kind of decks. This deck has some truly magnificent lines, though. But this is what I was talking about. Like, when I played this deck last time, I felt like a moron, and I still 4-1'd with it. And obviously, this league, we punted that entire match against Hammer Time. They're attacking me? Oh, this is so good. No. Don't change your mind. You son of a bitch. All right, bye, Wrenn and Six. Alas, I loved you. Alas, poor Wrenn and Six. I knew them. Stream snipe? Oh, because I was commenting about what they should or shouldn't do there? I don't think so. So we just kill the TKS. Yeah, you're just memeing. Yeah. We have the Force of Vigor for whatever they could get with Karn. So unless they rip the... Looking light on lands. I think we'll be okay. Oh, yeah. I see that I could have done that now. Oh, I still can. I mean, I can't use this now. But... Well, I've missed a lot of value, Phoenix, so I don't feel... I'm feeling very small brain. Clearly, I need to contact the one and only Dom Harvey and get some coaching sessions, which he offers through his Twitter. I think. He used to. I don't know if he does anymore. I'm not current. So end of turn, we can force the map and the needle, and then that's almost definitely lethal. If this is Reality Smasher, it doesn't matter. They can't All Is Dust. It's a very unintuitive... Well, I mean, I think the specific play that was here was pretty unintuitive, of killing their map and your own Pithing Needle at the same time to unlock your map. And it's only possible because I am the greatest, baddest drawer ever, and I can do 18 this turn, but I can't actually kill them. I mean, I want to sack this now. I don't think they're going to Blast Zone, but... Is Saga better than getting another Valakut or a fetch land? I feel like it is, because then if they manage to always dust me off a temple next turn, then I can start doing stuff again. Not much, but I can start doing something. I don't know, I feel like I'm just overthinking a bunch of crap again. Oh, GQ gives me triple trigger, right? No, only double. Well, if they don't... The thing is, like, if they don't, like, literally basically board wipe me here, then I'm okay. Like, I realistically, I don't think that there's anything they could do to get out of this, so... in a single turn... And I can even attack with Dryad, right? Like, the only thing they could have is Smasher. Smasher doesn't kill me here. They could have Smasher to block. That's not going to stop me from killing them. They start cranking the Blast Zone? Oh, they're going to crank it to 3. Sure. That's fine. They're still dead. And trying to use this, they will die. I guess if they have Dismember plus the Blast Zone this turn, they could technically go to 1? No, they'll be very dead. No, -1. Okay, this could get the land for the All is Dust. Yeah. Still not lethal, though. Worm Coil. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's draw a fetch land, shall we? I drew a fetch land. So they're dead, right? Because we kill the Worm Coil, we kill the worm with lifelink, and then they're just dead. Hey, how's it going, Brian? Oh, no! Amazing. Fuck. No, they would have died. They would have died. No, they wouldn't have died. They would have gotten 1. Good lord. All right. If a tree falls in the woods and there's no fetchables, does it make a sound? Simply play 6 colors for Prismatic Ending. I mean, that'd be the easy choice. So they Blast Zone? Okay, I have no response. Not offering Elemental trade? Yeah, I should have. I didn't even think about attacking once I didn't manage to clear the Worm Coil. Because I was so distracted by the fact that I'd actually managed to run out of lands. Fucking Dismember? Jeez. That's... Ugh. Shit. I have to block. But no, hold on. But I get Shadowspear, but they're gaining... Fuck. Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm gonna lose this game now. I can't believe it. Five, 6, 7, 8. How many outs are left? I don't know. I don't know this deck even close to well enough to know. I don't know. I can't. I don't have time to go looking. I wish I did, because then I'd learn. Not lose the elemental. I guess an elemental with a Shadowspear is probably better. Yeah, top deck Dryad does essentially nothing. And this deck is not crazy at all. I mean, it's not easy to play, but I don't think it's like crazy. Yeah. I train wrecked this game, and I think I'm gonna lose because of it. Now the lag is getting really bad. Sandbag the Saga? I mean, I'm almost entirely dead. Like, I don't... You gotta believe... So they can force the construct not to block, or they can hit me for... But then the Endbringer untaps. Oh, they're just trading it? Alright, that's good. Oh, we're just going 6s back and forth, though, for the moment. Think of all your opponents that didn't forfeit even after getting hit randomly. Oh, no, I'm not conceding or anything. I'm just saying I think I lost this game because I'm bad. And this deck's complicated. Doesn't attack. Alright, well, that works for me. That draw is very good. So I gotta go offer the elemental here if I want to. Yeah, I can. And they have to block with Wormcoil. This is good for me, because then I get to get rid of the lifelinker. But I keep mine. I just thought it was possible I could lose, Fran. If I had drawn a blank or two and they had actually drawn something live, it would have been a problem. But the most important thing is, like, because you and Dom were here being like, here's the exact line you need to win, because, like, we do this stuff all the time. It's like, ugh. It's just brutal sometimes. Like, just need... I don't know. It's also just because I'm, like, totally wiped out. We get rid of the lifelink. Alright, opponent. It's all on you. Drawing all his dust now. I don't mind. Yeah, this deck has some absolutely sick lines. I'm just really, really bad most of the time at finding the destroy your thing and their thing line. They drew Karn. Mother flipper. Are you kidding me? Alright, I have one more. It's not about feeling bad, it's about feeling stupid. To be perfectly honest. Yeah. And it's feeling stupid about, like, using things and not... Like, and I already punted a bunch of stupid, obvious, idiot things already. Like, I exiled an Ornithopter that was attached to a cranial plating, and I wanted to exile the cranial plating. And I said I wanted to exile the cranial plating. And I meant to, like, it was just like... Alright, well, we mised out of this. So, thank God. Yeah. Well, we did have at least one more of these. I think maybe 2. And I think there's still one more Force of Vigor. Yeah. It's the last Prismatic, though. I mean, my opponent top decked. Tit for tat, I guess. We don't have lethal, but... Okay, 3 colors. Hold on. I don't have enough time to fuck this up. You definitely have enough time to not screw up things like this. So we just go all attack. 5, 4. I'm going to assume... Because I need to make the construct before damage goes through if they block properly. But that's fine. And Matter Shaper gives them another draw. Yeah, Karn will die. I just know I need to make Karn die. Ratchet Bomb would have been better if they had it. Yeah, it would have. Okay, which means I need to have not F6'd, which I didn't. Yay, I did combat math right. Once. Alright, opponent. One time, no heater. Please. Please draw the All's Dust. You know you want it. They got a map. That's fine. I think. And they got a Saga. It's over. Got him. Why not equip Spear? Because I'm worried about time and it didn't matter. I'm at 23 life. I just didn't even look. I didn't look at my mana. I didn't look at the spear getting unequipped. I didn't think about what was done after combat. I knew once I was finished attacking, it just didn't matter. There was definitely no reason not to equip the spear, other than the fact that I'm tired and incapable of keeping more than one thought in my mind. I am. Don't worry, Carrion. That lag was driving me crazy, so I'm definitely on it. What up, Thunderstriker? Thank you so much again for the raid. You are incredible competitor and generous streamer. Playing all them challenges. Doing it big. All right, let's finish up the last one of these guys, and then that might be it for me tonight. I know it's been a short stream, and this has been a quick league, and it's been mostly a train wreck, but I was glad I got to pop on here and hang out with you guys for a bit. All right, peace out, brother. Have you ever piloted Dreadhorde turns? I have not. What's the Dreadhorde in Dreadhorde turns? Dreadhorde Arcanist. I mean, you're just using that to cast Ponder, though, right? Or what? Or are you, like, buffing it so it can cast Time Warp? Well, I know he's banned in Legacy. I just assumed that that was a thing at the time. I definitely know he's banned in... It's for Ancestral Vision. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound that complicated. Like, you're always playing out of the same zone, right? Oh, no, I mean, it sounds fun. Sounds like it would be a good thing to have in the monkey turns deck that I eventually will have to build. I'm keeping this on the play. Of course you can drop me a deck list. I'm surprised that nobody has dropped me the deck list yet. These parts, the deck lists are always welcome. Yeah, it's fine. This list is prior to Counterspell becoming legal. Well, how many cards like Counterspell can you afford to play? Probably not too many, right? Plus, Remand makes sense for a deck like this. Remand absolutely makes sense for a deck like this. They took the Wrenn and Six. Yikes. So, we don't know if they're on like Black-White Blade or Grief Ephemerate stuff. Probably about to see a Stoneforge. Oh, they're on Reanimator. Well, that's not good. We do have a Soul Guide Lantern. That's not it. Alright, might be dead here. Should have played the Explore before I played this land, but that's okay. I think I was supposed to play that Dryad, but this might draw me into an actual land drop. Yeah, okay. Although I can't draw 2 land drops next turn, basically, no matter what. Yeah, there's nothing I can hit that does that. Alright, have the turn 3 opponent. Make it easy for me. Yeah. Yeah, we're dead. So we have Endurance. Chalice is probably not that good, but I bet it blocks enough stuff. Soul Guide's obviously good. Shadowspear's probably fine. I don't know if Prismatic Ending is good or not because I don't know all the stuff that they're playing. Maybe we're just going Explorers out. And then like Courser. Courser's not particularly good here, but it's not bad. Or Hushbringer. Stop some of their ETBs. If they're playing Trastodon. Oh, Charm. Charm is great, obviously. Good catch. These are probably better than Chalice, huh? Tracker doesn't seem that good either. Internet went out today and they can't fix it till Thursday. Yikes. No, I want the Titania. Wrenn and Six might be a little slow. But I really like this card in this deck. Chalice on 2 is way more impactful than 1. Well, yeah, but... yeah, I don't know. I'll just cut out Chalice here. See if this works out. The problem is, obviously I conceded very fast that last game. Yikes. Obviously I conceded fast that last game, probably mostly due to that. Wow, this guy just did not want to be in my hand. All right. Although I guess they could just have Prismatic Ending on one here. But then they could also have discards, so you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Okay. Sure. Urza carry us? Yeah. It's a classic. A little bit of the bad touch. Oh, we're going to oppress them. Don't worry. No respect for the charm? Oh, I mean, I think this just... It might not be a lack of respect so much as it is indicative of their ability to juke out. Like, maybe they have Stoneforge or something. Like, that was the thing I was worried about after game one, is, like, if I'm boarding... Like, obviously this deck doesn't have a way to board, like, way too much graveyard hate, which is good. But you... So we go float, float. I mean, I don't have to go float, float. Float. Resolves. Need to mock Outrage. Got it. I got you. I'm pretty sure I'm discarding Blast Zone here. Which, honestly, I could have sideboarded out. Like, a lot of these cards would be better. So this is like the Pox Reanimator deck that Spike 5-0'd with. So probably go map. They didn't discard like a reanimation target or anything, so... I think I'm just getting another Saga. But I don't really want to Stone Rain myself again. I was really hoping I would get the second token. The fact that I didn't is so brutal. The fact that they're on Pox is really, really rough. If they have a second Pox, we're basically out of this. It's going to be so behind on resources. But, alright, we'll get the Saga. This is my way forward. Kind of go cards on the table here. I don't really like it, but, I mean, it's just where we're at. I guess I could top deck a Wrenn and Six. So... If they have another Pox here, we sack the Saga and just see what the gods have in store for us. And, like, if this is the list I think it is, it has Liliana the Veils, too, which could be really scary right now. That's not scary right now. If they sack that, it's, yeah, real good for us. I'm attacking with a 2/2. You best block me. It's such a good trade for you. Rats. Thought we'd get him there, Chatteroo. Oh well. There's always next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Second priest. One hand washes the other, I suppose. Now they can go block, and they could theoretically kill both my constructs, but I'm getting another one and another artifact, so they actually can't. So, hooray for everything. Go banana! Yay, banana! We are truly, well and truly oppressing them this game. Urza is in fact carrying us, yes. I gotta tell you, I am hyped for the Brothers War. If people did not catch the, I don't know, Magic announcement showcase special 2021 extravaganza or whatever that was, there was, all the sets were announced for next year, and some of them are sick. Dominaria United and the Brothers War sound phenomenal to me. Because the fact that there was only one Dominaria set when we finally returned to Dominaria was such a tilt for me. Yeah, I don't like Lord of the... Well, I don't like any of the Universe Beyond stuff. Like, Cards on the Table. Cards on the Table, I don't like any Universe Beyond stuff, period. I don't like them in Secret Lairs. I just don't want any non-Magic characters in Magic, period. I didn't like the Godzilla promos. Like, and, you know, you can have whatever opinion about me having that opinion you want. I really don't care. Like... It's over, so I've lost, so don't even worry about it. Like, I'm just an old man ranting at a cloud here, so just don't even worry about it. But I really don't like any of that. And the fact that it's going to be legal in Modern is upsetting, but, you know, I get it. I know exactly why they're doing it. Turned off when you heard MTG Fortnite. Exactly. Like, Jesus Christ. What's the Titania charm for? Exile their large creatures. And I'm not a huge fan of Neo Kamigawa thingy. Again, I get it, but like I'm just kind of annoyed because like when it's like we're getting a return to Kamigawa, it's like yay, yeah. It's not at all like you remember. It's like oh. Good, I guess. This doesn't seem good enough. Just because this hand doesn't go anywhere. But we're also against the discard decks, so like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a new playing with the same. Well, I mean, it is like Japanese cyberpunk themed, whereas the other one was like classical Japanese mythology themed. So like. And it's going to theoretically have some connections to the original Kamigawa, but like, I don't know. Also, cyberpunk magic makes me unhappy. Like, Ravnica was already pushing it. I know, Kat. I know. I would have been happy if we never went back. Azusa found but still looking. I wish. It's 2,000 years after the previous set, so Azusa's probably dead. Because the old set was set in the past, and this is set concurrently with Magic's story, I assume. This does not seem like what they want it to happen. I mean, obviously I can't know that, but... Yeah, the flip cards. Two-sided topsy-turvy card. Yeah. Azusa has access to Google now. I mean, you just use the checklist cards, right? Yeah, maybe the 3X. I do really like Kamigawa, so it's fine. Checklist cards are ugly as sin. I mean, it's functionality for playing in tournaments. If you want to worry about efficiency, then you're worried about playing, quote, competitively. And then, in my mind, you shouldn't worry so much about aesthetics. And if you're going to worry about aesthetics, then you shouldn't worry so much about efficiency. And I know it'd be great to have both, but like the gameplay of double-sided cards is so good. All right, I get it. I'm just like the gameplay of the DFCs is so good. I like the double face cards a lot, and I like flip cards too. They're just different. They're different cards. They are a different thing. I mean, they're not much different. Flip cards were a little bit more restrictive in the way they were designed because they were, clunky. All right. They did not discard a big fatty boom baladi off their smallpox, so that's good. But them setting me back a land here is really bad when I'm already kind of land shy. I mean, it's a good thing we're playing 30 lands, but... Hate the argument that MTG lore is weird. Why does it matter when you add other IP? Like, you mean MTG lore is like a mishmash of stuff? What was the level up mechanic from the Kamigawa block 2? No, that was from Zendikar. Yeah, I mean, that's just seeing it in a stupid way, Last God. Like, just because the MTG lore is weird doesn't mean you should get the Warhammer 40k characters in. Like, that doesn't make any... Like, that just doesn't make any sense. That's just not... It's not a good argument, in my opinion. But, I mean, obviously... No, I get it. Like, he's allowed to say that. I mean, obviously. I don't... I've never liked that human being from like when he would show up on the professor's videos straight through till now. I think he's probably doing a great job, and I think Wizards probably likes him. I don't like hate him or anything. I just like he's just really, really brutally, obviously, just like towing the company line and doing that marketing kind of job, and it just hurts because like Mark Rosewater doesn't have to do that so much, or he doesn't. If he should be doing it more. And, he's the designer, so he's able to talk more about things that speak to me. Whereas, like, with Blake, it's like, you know what the answer is for why they made those the D&D set modern legal? Or not the D&D set, the Lord of the Rings set modern legal? It's because it's going to make them more money. It's because they realized when they did things like Modern Horizons that they could monetize modern players. And they want to do that more, and they want to keep doing that, and they don't want to stop doing that. So by making it, if you do things the fans don't like to modern, but that's the thing is like, no, there's just no way. There's just no way. People make a new people have never been successfully able to start their own formats, like not in a big way. I don't think it's ever successfully been done. Like Frontier was an attempt to make something that was like Pioneer before Pioneer existed, and it wasn't even that good. And there was a decent push for revised modern when Hogak ruined the format. I don't think that there was. And even if there was, they eventually banned Hogak, and then everyone came right back to it. Yeah, of course they will, Phoenix, but I don't think that that's something that they're going to do. Because they said specifically they're not aiming that set at being on like a modern quote-unquote power level or aiming it at modern, even though it's going to be modern legal. So I just don't think that we're going to have anything like Ragavan. I just think they want to make sure the cards are legal in modern so that they have a larger audience of people to sell it to. Because if they don't make it legal in modern, they're just going to miss out on a huge chunk of people. Like, it's the biggest non-arena set. Still could be an Oko. Well, I mean, again. Yeah, that's true. They never playtest for Modern, things get overlooked. But also, on the flip side, they also design cards for Modern without testing them. Emery's an example where I read the design notes from, what's her name? Melissa Del Tora did an article where she went through all like the developer notes on Eldraine, and it was really, really funny to see the note on Emery where they're like, well, this isn't going to be any good in standard, but, you know, might be fun for Modern. And then my thought is, but she didn't test it ever at all. It's like just lobbing grenades into formats just seems like a really bad idea. Like, but whatever. Disappointing there's no triple masters. Fair enough. They discard, but they didn't discard a payoff. You're not wrong. In fact, some might say you're correct. I mean, I don't really care. I just Nipple Masters. Yeah, I mean that would have been the obvious sequel, but I think they just don't want to play it that right on the face. To be fair, they didn't test any cards from Eldraine. Certainly didn't seem like it. They only have one Priest of Felrites. I think I kind of have to get the Soul Guide Lantern here. So we take other Priest. And then hopefully we're hitting the Liliana for the full 3 here. Which means she can't Edict, which seems really good. You love Oko Lowerwise and his art. Yeah. I think he would have been pretty obscene as a 4-drop too, but not bannable. Yeah, or if his Elking thing should have been a -2. I mean, I think that's the most obvious thing in the world now. It's freaking +1. Are you kidding me? Are they going to draw with Locthwain again? No way. I think I'm discarding Prismatic Ending here. Because I should probably just discard Titania, though. Like, Sagas are just carrying me again. It's too many mana away. And it's too easy to draw another Titania before we get anywhere. I think I literally just sold my Oko playset. It wasn't a playset. I owned 3. You should have said only your creatures. Yeah. Whatever. There's a million ways we could have fixed. There's a million ways you could have fixed Oko, but it doesn't matter because they didn't. This might be the best draw in the deck right here. We're gonna double attack Liliana just because I don't want to get blown out by a Fatal Push or some nonsense. Yeah, I played with 4x Oko in my Niv Mizzet deck at SCG Columbus, and it was really, really good. It was really fun. A million ways we could have fixed Oko and Teferi. Agreed. You know what the best fix for Teferi was, though? Printing him with old text. God, I'm so excited about that. It's the first time ever I'm going to buy our Secret Lair. They got me. They finally fucking got me. It took them forever, but they finally got me. Because I wanted to love Secret Lair for so long, and Secret Lair was the first place where I was like, oh, they can finally print some old bordered cards. And then they did so many. The wordiness annoys you? Well, I don't think you realize how wordy Planeswalkers are if you start putting text on them about how Planeswalkers work. Like, that's the main thing that... I can't believe we won that. The main thing that saves Planeswalkers from ever being too wordy is the fact that they didn't put the text on how they work on them. Which doubly annoys me about Sagas, because for some reason... they put reminder text on Sagas that makes no sense. Yeah, Carrion, they're amazing. Sagas didn't need bad, useless reminder text. So Fran's new list was really good. I think we should have won the match against Hammer Time. We got crushed by Mill, and then we won everything else. Even though I played like a monkey half the time. I think I'm gonna play some more of this soon, and I think I want to play a bunch of Urza, Saga, Wrenn and Six, etc. decks. What is Charm for? Murktide? No, this is not a donation deck. I just chose this because Fran was running it earlier today, and I like these decks. Donation decks usually look a lot worse than this. Most of the time, I just play what I want on this channel. I just try to do a variety of stuff, so I always have something fresh to post to YouTube. Not for any good reason, just because I thought that was a good idea on how to run things, and now I've been doing it for so long that I don't feel like changing. I feel like what I should actually do is start going deep on decks, but I'm just like, I'm so used to moving around all the time. Yeah, I can play Dreadhorde's turns. You can message me, you can whatever me about it, and I have the list that someone linked from Daniel Wong, so I'm probably interested in checking it out and or updating it. So, like, it looks sweet. So, I'll look into that. But yeah, this was good. Didn't really notice the lack of Reclaimers. Didn't really notice the lack of Flags of Trocare. Even in that last match against Pox, we managed to just sort of like Naya them out. Well, we Junded them out, but in Naya. Like, we just kept playing valuable cards. Wrenn and 600, a playset, is getting reprinted. When? In one of the... Because the only thing I can imagine is it's going to be in Innistrad as a promo card. That's the only time I can imagine them reprinting it right now. Unless they're doing a second Secret Lair with Old Border Walkers, in which they're going to put Wrenn and Six. But that doesn't really count as a reprint. Secret Lairs don't usually... Oh, Double Masters 2022. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's definitely where it's going to get reprinted. 110%. Yeah. Well, there's a Reclaimer version of this deck, Alias. So yeah, let's focus on this for a second. Naya Reclaimer. So Fran was playing this before, and I played it to a 4-1. So if you want to see that deck, Alias, you can check that out on my YouTube channel. For any newcomers, that's of course here. I know a lot of people come from there to here, but and just so we know, and then the major difference about the two decks is the 4 Reclaimers, and then this one's playing 3 Flagstones in the mana base to support the Reclaimers a bit, and the one I was just playing is not. And the biggest difference is that you're not playing Chalice with Reclaimer, you're not giving them an option for early removal, and I had one more thing. But that's all I can remember now because I'm fried. For everyone... Oh, sorry. So, if you're on the future and you watched that train wreck of a league on YouTube, just make sure you hit Fpawlusz. That's Fran. That is the last modern streamer. Hit him with a follow. Then go on Twitter and hit Dominic Harvey, Dom Harvey, with a follow because he is the man. He is super, super insightful. One of the smartest people that I've ever seen play Magic or indeed talk to. And you can like this button, hit the subscribe button, etc., etc. And I will see you on any other videos you watch. I know that was not as smooth as I usually do it, but a little crazy right now. Delirious, perhaps.